Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're unpacking something pretty fascinating. It gives some real insights into learning, actually.
Yeah. What are we looking at?
It's source material called Excerpts from Kids' Daily AI Adventures. Basically, it outlines a concept for a children's podcast.
Ah, okay. AI for kids. Interesting angle.
Exactly. And our mission today isn't just to describe it, but to really dig into the structure behind it, how it tries to make something complex like AI accessible and engaging for kids.
Gotcha. And maybe how those principles apply more broadly, perhaps.
That's the idea. So looking at these excerpts, what jumps out first?
Well, the structure is really clear. They immediately tackle a big problem. AI is everywhere, but it often feels, like a black box, even for us adults sometimes.
For sure.
So their solution, described in the source, is built around these 4 core pillars. They're distinct, but definitely interconnected.
Okay, 4 pillars. What's the first one?
The first is daily life and learning. This is all about grounding things in what kids already know, like studying, chores, maybe healthy habits.
All right, start with the familiar. That's pretty standard learning theory, isn't it? Leverage what's known to introduce something new.
Precisely. It anchors everything. But then pillar 2 moves into play and creativity.
Okay, like games, art, music, imaginative stuff.
Yeah. And the source suggests this isn't just like filler or only fun time. It's actually about fostering a kind of intuitive understanding.
Interesting. How does playing with, say, building blocks or drawing connect to learning about AI? That seems like a bit of a leap.
Well, it's subtle, right? The idea isn't to explicitly say this is an algorithm when they're playing a game, but think about it building something structured, like with Legos, or figuring out rules in a game, or even making a simple song.
It involves patterns, sequences, problem solving.
Exactly. It's structured creativity. It mirrors, in a very basic way, how some AI systems might be designed or trained. It lets kids sort of construct meaning through experience, much stickier than just memorizing facts.
I see. Okay, so daily life, play, and creativity. What's pillar 3?
That's extracurricular adventures. This broadens the scope a bit. Think sports, exploring nature, maybe simple science experiments.
So taking learning outside the house or the playroom.
Yeah, showing how these ways of thinking, observation, logic, maybe even basic data gathering, like noticing patterns in nature, apply in the wider world.
Okay, so we've got the everyday, we've got creative play, and we've got exploring the world. That all feels pretty holistic for kids' content.
It is. And then comes the really direct part. Pillar 4, AI knowledge.
So this is where they explicitly talk about artificial intelligence.
Right. And crucially, it's not presented in isolation. It's framed as explaining AI, talking about its uses, and importantly, promoting responsible interaction with it.
That is unique. Seeing AI treated not as this separate techie subject, but woven right in alongside learning about, helping set the table or playing tag.
Absolutely. And the genius here, I think, is how the source implies a kind of situated learning by linking AI concepts to these everyday things.
Like how your smart speaker understands a request, or how a game character makes decisions.
Exactly. It stops being this abstract thing. It becomes a tool or a process with specific functions you can actually see or interact with. It's basically introducing concepts like data literacy or computational thinking, just, scaled way down.
It sounds incredibly well thought out, building bridges from the known to the unknown.
Yeah, the framework is solid.
But does the source mention any potential pitfalls? Simplifying AI for kids while keeping it accurate and talking about responsible use. That sounds tricky.
That's a fair question. The excerpts outline the structure, the what, but not the granular how for every single piece of content. So yeah, the execution would be key.
You'd have to avoid oversimplifying to the point it's misleading, right?
Exactly. Or making the responsible use part sound too preachy or scary. It's a balance. The source gives the blueprint, the scaffold, but filling it in requires care.
Still, the overall concept seems powerful.
Oh, definitely. To sum it up, what these kids' daily AI adventures excerpts describe is, I think, a really thoughtful way into a complex topic, weaving AI into daily life, play, exploration.
It's not just about facts, it's about context.
Precisely. Building real understanding, showing application, making the knowledge actually useful, transferable.
So, thinking about this for our listeners,
Right.
what's a big takeaway for you?
Well, maybe consider this pillar method for your own learning.
How so?
Think about something complex you're trying to grasp. Maybe it's not AI, maybe it's economics or a new language or anything challenging.
Okay.
Could you apply this approach? Could you connect that complex topic to your own daily life, your own play or hobbies, your extracurricular adventures?
So breaking it down, finding relatable anchors.
Yeah. How does it show up in your routine? How can you interact with it creatively, maybe through a related hobby? Where do you see its principles out in the world?
Instead of just hitting the books, find ways to connect it to what you already do and experience.
Exactly. It's about making those cognitive bridges, just like the podcast concept aims to do for kids. It might make that daunting subject feel a bit less intimidating and help the knowledge actually, stick.
A powerful framework, not just for kids learning AI, but maybe for any of us tackling something new. Food for thought.